Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader.
About time to wake up. We got about 30 seconds. Would you like to move your fan back to like that side? Because then we'll have more room in between.
The time is 10 a.m. Thank you for tuning into the Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service. My name is Maggie, and I'm here with Madison. We invite you to listen to our broadcasts both live and on demand. Our live sessions are available on the Blind Community Thrift Store YouTube channel Monday to Friday between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. each week. Additionally, you can access on-demand content through the Audio Reader Network, which offers a wide range of audio materials for the visually impaired community. To explore content from the Audio Reader Network, please visit www.reader.ku.edu. The site provides details about accessing content via Amazon Alexa, Audio Reader Network mobile app, and information on receiving a radio to listen to the broadcast by KSMU Radio. All broadcasts are played over KSMU's subcarrier airwaves at 67 kilohertz on 91.1 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Contact Audio Reader Network for information on receiving a pre-programmed radio.
First article of the day, Ozarks First. This is by Matt Hefner. Am I pronouncing that right? Yep. It says Springfield may hit 100 degrees for the first time in years. The question for today's forecast isn't whether it'll be hot, or rather just how hot it'll get. Oh, no. Not whether it will be hot or not, but rather just how hot it will get. An extreme heat warning continues for nearly every county in the Ozarks, with heat index values expected to be between 100 degrees and 110 degrees. In fact, this picture included in this article has a picture of wheat as the sun sets as a background, and it shows last 100 degrees, days since 100 degrees or hotter, 1,000 and what?
1,089 days.
Which was August 20th of 2023. So in Springfield, we're watching to see if temperatures can reach 100 degrees for the first time in nearly 3 years. Temperatures came close yesterday, falling just 1 degree short with a high of 99. We have additional opportunities to reach the century mark Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with a little relief expected from this heat wave. Now there's another panel of most accurate forecast, and it shows forecast for the next 10 days. What's above normal and below normal, like the average temperature?
So it says the average is 90 degrees, with most of the temperatures for the next days being listed in the above normal, which is outlined in red, where the below normal is blue. The graph shows the temperatures on the spectrum as in white. And would you like to read the temperatures for each day?
Tomorrow is 100 degrees. August 15th is 99. August 16th is once again up to 100. August 17th is 91. 18th is 93. 19 is 97. 20 is 93. 21 is 90. 22 is 94. And 23 is also 94. So don't expect any major improvements over the next couple of days, as heat index values will continue to climb between 100 and 110 degrees. Relief is expected to arrive Monday as a cold front brings a chance for rain and, more importantly, knock temperatures back down. It won't make things chilly, but highs are expected to drop around 90 degrees Monday before temperatures slowly begin warming again next week.
Today, August 13th, is Left-Handers Day. This celebrates the distinctiveness of left-handed individuals every year on August 13th. This global observance highlights the unique traits and contributions of the approximately 10% of the population who are left-dominant. Join in by trying a left-handed activity, sharing fun facts, or simply appreciating the southpaws in your life. Today's holiday emoji is the hand holding a pencil.
Next article from Springfield Daily Citizen. Utterly divine cream
Mhm.
cream
Creamery.
brings farm to table dairy to Southwest Missouri. Hey, that rhymed. Farm fresh, family raised, and locally made. This is supported or
Sponsored.
not supported, sponsored by Utterly Divine Creamery. Aw, it's a cute photo. The photo for this article shows a clear shot of a family of 4. It shows
5.
huh? Oh, I didn't see the little boy.
It's okay.
It shows
Okay.
it shows a dad, a mom, and 3 little boys. With each son sitting next to each other. Basically, the oldest one is up front, the middle one is next to the older one, and the baby is next to the mom, with the mom wrapping her arm around her or him, like a hug. They're smiling at the camera with the children not wearing any shoes, but they are smiling at the camera. All the family members, except for the baby, they're all holding goats. Why'd I say that weird? Goats. They're all holding goats as they're looking at the camera.
They're also sitting on the back of a pickup truck, which is in front of an open green field with trees that are displaying signs of having been taken the picture in fall, as they are all clear of leaves.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. Oh, this is what it is. The Matthews family. Nick is on the right. Courtney is next to Nick, and their 3 boys, Cody, Colton, and Cooper.
Mhm.
Aw. We're the Matthews family. Nick, Courtney, and our 3 boys, Cody, Colton, and Cooper, and we're honored to bring farm to table dairy, eggs, baked goods, and other locally produced foods to families throughout Southwest Missouri. Our farm is the full
Fulfillment.
of a dream that began long before we met. We both grew up on farms and knew we wanted to raise our own family the same way. After getting married, we purchased a piece of raw land and, through years of hard work, faith, and determination, transformed it into the thriving family farm it is today. While our dairy goats are the heart of our operation, you'll also find Jersey cows, rabbits, chickens, ducks, and even our farm mascots, the peacocks. Ooh. Whoops.
It's okay.
Accidentally. I got it. So, peacocks. Yeah. Our 3 boys are growing alongside the animals, learning responsibility,
Stewardship.
and the value of honest work from an early age. Good for them. We believe healthy food begins with healthy animals, healthy soil, and families who care deeply about both. That's why we're passionate about clean ingredients, ethical animal care, and supporting the growing farm to table movement. Hold on.
Movement.
Sorry. What did I say?
It's okay. Let's keep moving forward.
Supporting the growing farm to table movement. Every purchase supports a local farm, strengthens our community, and helps preserve a way of life that's becoming increasingly rare. Ugh,
How about we scroll down with the mouse instead?
sorry. How we care for our animals. Our animals are raised with respect, proper nutrition, plenty of fresh air, and room to do what they were created to do. Healthy animals produce healthier food, and that's something we can never compromise. Aww. Now there's a picture of identical goats. They look like calico, like they look like a version of calico cats with their.
Can you give a visual description?
Yeah, I was going to, with their multiple colors of black, white, and brown. They're just standing in front of the camera with another goat, a brown goat, that's not it. I can see that it's behind the
In
other goats, but
in
it's
the background and out of frame.
yeah, out of frame. It's a blur. But the other goats are looking at the camera. Just well, they're not. I don't know if they're actually looking at the camera, but
They're standing in front of the camera facing it.
yeah. And I think they're babies.
They are younger looking based on how
Oh.
they're standing and how little they are.
They look so adorable. Our dairy goats are especially good at letting us know if something isn't quite right. They're famous for their diva personalities and protesting through their milk pail, through the milk pail. We strive for excellent nutrition, clean housing, regular health checks, quality minerals, and
Attentive.
daily care because happy goats truly do produce better milk. Have you seen goats when they drink milk?
Madison, remember we're not doing any personal comments.
Sorry, I'm just saying when they wag their tail, it's
I
so
understand,
cute.
but we gotta keep it
Cleanliness is another cornerstone of our dairy.
Mhm.
Our milk is produced by a licensed grade A facility and handled with
meticulous
attention to
sanitation.
every batch is filtered 3 times before being bottled or made into our handcrafted
Mhm.
dairy products, helping ensure
Exceptional.
freshness and quality. Aw. There's another picture of a cow. Well, it's a Jersey cow and presumably her baby next to her. The mama is wearing a tag that says 2913 and she has a muzzle.
She's got a pink harness on.
Oh, a harness, not a muzzle. And she seems to be sniffing or cleaning her baby as it just lays down on the ground,
Mhm.
just relaxing. Our Jersey cows are
Rotationally.
grazed across managed pastures, improving soil health while producing rich, nutrient-dense milk. Rotational grazing benefits both the animals and the land, allowing us to farm responsibility for generations to come. Wait, no, not responsibility. I meant responsibly
It's okay.
for generations to come. Oh. Okay, now there's oh my gosh, there's now another picture of that's a strange looking duck. I've never seen a duck like that.
How about we describe the duck?
The duck in question has brown and white feathers, kind of like a cow, but around its eye, it's got a red marking that looks like a what's that thing that
It
a
has-
rooster has
So let's
on their
describe
neck?
it. So it looks.
A dewlap.
So how about we describe it as it looks red and it stretches from the beak to around the eye. While
Yes.
the rest of its head is white.
Yes. And the mama duck is happily with her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 babies as they're all cuddled up in a circle. They look so cute. Our laying hens, ducks, and other poultry are. Did I say right? Poultry?
Mm-hmm.
They're raised in large paddocks and are rotated onto fresh pasture whenever possible. This allows them to access to fresh grass, insects, sunshine, and natural forage.
Mm-hmm.
Why drink our goat milk? There's a picture of a white background and it shows milk in a mason jar.
Mm-hmm.
How would I describe a jar?
You describe it as a jar. It's a mason jar, which means it's a type of jar with.
But a jar could be anything. Sorry.
It's okay. It is a mason jar with a gold screw-on lid.
Yeah. I'm just saying the shape of the jar. It looks like a peanut butter jar.
it's not it doesn't have an atypical shape for a jar. It's got the standard shape for most jars.
Yes. All right. Sorry.
It's okay.
Our grade A goat milk is gently low temperature vat
Pasteurized. Bless you.
using the lowest temperature and shortest legal.
Pasteurization.
That was not a real sneeze.
It's okay.
Um,
Shortest legal pasteurization.
time allowed by Missouri regulations. This careful process helps preserve more of the milk's naturally occurring vitamins, minerals, flavor, and beneficial proteins than higher temperature processing methods. We also offer limited raw grade A goat milk and cow milk subscriptions through our website. It's a link you can click on
On the article.
but I'm gonna keep going forward. Goat milk has nourished families from around the world for thousands of years and offers several unique
Nutritional.
nutritional benefits. Goat milk is naturally higher in protein and many vitamins and minerals than cow milk. It contains less lactose, making it easier to digest. It's naturally smaller fat
Globules.
and a softer curd. Wait,
Mhm.
curd, is that cheese?
How about we look it up after?
Okay. Making it easier for people to digest. The goat milk is also naturally rich in medium chain fatty acids, what? Acids, which are more easily utilized by the body for energy, and it's deliciously creamy without feeling heavy. Looking for cow's milk? We also proudly offer A2
A2/A2 Jersey cow milk.
Okay. Our gosh.
Okay.
Okay. Our beautiful Jersey cows naturally produce milk in a rich produce milk rich in butter fat, giving it a rich, creamy taste that's difficult to find in grocery stores. Many people who experience digestive discomfort with conventional milk find A2/A2 milk easier to enjoy. Jersey milk is also naturally higher in butter, fat, protein, calcium, and other nutrients that many
conventional dairy breeds.
so it's easier to drink for people who are lactose intolerant.
That's the implication.
Right, I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
We can look it up after if we ever need to.
Yeah. Should I read this part?
There is another link to their online website.
And it says doorstop delivery in parentheses. Goat milk dairy products. The next picture in the article shows a close-up of vanilla ice cream with some cones next to it. And what is that?
It looks like there are 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream in a plastic container with waffle cone chips and a nondescribed sauce in a ramekin beside the ice cream.
These are dairy treats, it says. From creamy ice cream, yogurt, so it's probably yogurt.
We don't know that. We're not going to speculate. So we'll just keep moving.
Yeah. Besides, I don't think yogurt is red.
It's okay.
Anyways, from creamy ice cream, yogurt, tangy, what is that?
Kefir.
Okay. And handcrafted cheeses. Our goat milk dairy products are made in small batches using clean ingredients and traditional methods. Don't Gary. sorry, goat dairy is naturally rich in nutrients and often easier to digest, making it a wholesome choice for the whole family. Every product is crafted with care right here on our farm. Um, there's another link that says again says shop online, doorstep delivery. Ooh, those look good. Oh, there's also a picture below the link, and it shows. Would that be Courtney or is that somebody else?
Yep, that's Courtney.
Okay, it shows Courtney standing in front of an oven with an oven mitt on, and she's pulling out. Oh, what are those?
4 loaves of bread.
Okay, I thought it was like a pastry or something.
Courtney is wearing a camo shirt, and her oven mitt has in
Oh, they have
Has-
imprints of animals.
silhouettes of chickens, pigs, and cows.
That bread looks so golden brown and good.
Awesome.
Yep, that's what it says on the article. Freshly baked goods come out of the oven.
Mhm.
Freshly baked. Nice.
Would you like to keep reading?
Yeah. From our farmhouse bakery, following our same
Philosophy.
philosophy. From our yeast breads and cinnamon rolls, to cookies, sweetbreads, and gluten-free goodies, each and every batch is baked in small quantities
Mhm.
for
Exceptional.
freshness and flavor using simple ingredients from our own farm when possible. They also have farm fresh eggs. The picture in question shows a bunch of eggs in a black basket, and the basket is sitting on a pile of leaves, and the eggs vary in color from a golden brown, a goldenish brown to a light brown to white, as they are produced by different chickens, right?
I don't know. That's not described in the photo.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The eggs are different colors. Yes. Oh, I think it says right here. Collected fresh each day, our eggs are a simple reminder that food tastes better when it comes from healthy animals raised with care.
It's okay.
This article just
How about we scroll with the mouse?
yeah. Okay.
Pasture-raised eggs.
Okay, are naturally rich in high quality protein and are an excellent source of vitamins A, D, E, and B12.
Mm-hmm. Choline.
And
Essential.
minerals. Many studies have also shown that eggs from pasture-raised birds can contain higher levels of beneficial omega-3 fatty acids and
Antioxidants.
that conventionally raised eggs.
Than conventionally raised eggs. Yes.
Okay, so I said it right. Again, there's another shop online link. On the bottom, as I'm scrolling down as we speak, there's another.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep reading.
Okay. Why buy local? Each purchase you make at Utterly Divine Creamery is an investment in something bigger than great food. When you choose local, you're supporting a family-owned farm, helping preserve farmland, strengthening our own local economy, and reducing the distance your food travels from farm to table. You'll know exactly where our food comes from, how the animals are raised, and the family behind every bottle of milk, carton of eggs, loaf of bread, and handcrafted dairy product. Thank you for supporting local agriculture and allowing our family to feed yours. Pure, simple, utterly delicious. Finally, this is what the article at the end says. Find us at your local farmers markets. Friday evenings, Willard Farmers Market. Saturday mornings, Farmers Market of the Ozarks every other week, or Joplin Empire Market. And you can also find Utterly Divine Creamery products at these local retailers: Harder House Eastgate in Springfield, Local Republic Market in Republic, Greenhouse 1889 in Aurora, Highway 39 Meats in Verona,
Verona.
and Dizzy Donkey Produce and more at Carthage.
Yep.
Whether you shop at one of our markets or one of our retail partners, every purchase helps support local agriculture and keeps fresh, high quality food on your table's family. We look forward to serving with you.
2 state parks will open in southern Missouri in the next 10 years. From Springfield News Leader. This is originally by Marta Mietze. 2 new state parks will open to the public in southern Missouri in the next decade, including one that would become the closest state park to Springfield. Both state parks have been in the works for years, yet have remained closed to the public. The news comes as Missouri voters overwhelmingly voted to renew the state's 1/10 cent sales and use tax used for soil and water conservation, state parks, and historic sites for another 10 years on the August 4th primary election. The 2 parks that are expected to open to the public over the course of the next 10 years are Shepherd of the Hills, formerly known as Ozark Mountain State Park, and 11 Point State Park. The picture below is a picture of a dirt trail going through forest on either side. The sunlight barely reaches to the trees, so it's a little dark on the path. The leaves on the trees are green. Shepherd of the Hills, previously known as Ozark Mountain State Park, was purchased by the state in October 2016 for $2.8 million in order to restore and preserve groundwater resources. The park sits in western Taney County on the north fringe of Branson city limits and spans more than 1,000 acres. Once open, it would become the closest state park to Springfield, just 40 miles away. Beneath that is a picture of a hillside with trees all over it. There is a dirt path winding across one side of the hill. There are trees surrounding the hill as well. According to Missouri State Park documents, the park includes more than 20 structures, including several barns, sheds, a pedestrian footbridge, and residential structures. However, only a portion of these were anticipated to be preserved in the development of the park. A 2022 conceptual development plan, created with rigorous public input, outlines several ideas for the park's amenities. Those include day-use areas, camping areas, hiking-only trails, a footbridge across Rourke Creek, and an overlook atop a bald knob, restoration of a log cabin for overnight backpack reservations, and a connector trail to the Ruth and Paul Henning Conservation Area. The plan lays out 3 phases of the project. Leaders with Missouri State Parks under the Missouri Department of Natural Resources shared in an emailed statement that the current priorities are focused on Shepherd of the Hills Park due to its advanced stage of planning. Next to this is a map. On the map, a green rectangular area outlines where the park is located. It is surrounded by white area, which are out of the bounds of the park land. The green area is by 2 rivers, and it lays out where trails are, as well as certain points of interest in contrasting colors. A decade after the state purchased property and a lawsuit later, the 11 Point State Park will finally move toward opening to the public. DNR brought more than 4,100 acres of land along the 11 Point River in 2016 for $8 million, according to a previous News Leader reporting. Yet, a lawsuit filed by Oregon County residents sought to block the purchase and the eventual use of land for a public park due to an easement dating back to 1979. Legal proceedings took years, yet ultimately allowed the state agency to move forward with plans. 11 Point State Park has not yet undergone the level of public input and development planning utilized for Shepherd of the Hills. From the Springfield Daily Citizen, former area journalist publishes first novel set on September 10th, 2001. Yeah, that sounds confusing, but
How about we keep reading?
I got it. Jacob Brower will mark the release of his new book September 10th, with an event at One More Page on Commercial Street. This is by Brian Smoot. There's a picture of Jacob Brower sitting uh, sitting on a staircase as he's wearing a suit, jeans, he's smiling at the camera, and there's a floor plant.
A potted plant behind him.
Yeah, that's out of focus. But the vase kind of looks pretty. It's like got a design. Jacob Brower, a Springfield small business owner who previously worked as a journalist for several outlets in Southwest Missouri, is publishing his first novel. September 10th will be released on September 10th, 2026, exactly 25 years after the last normal day in the United States. The book will follow fictional character Jack McCoon. This article too?
It's gonna be all of them, so let's just use the mouse today.
Okay. Jack McCoon, a 40-something finance executive working in the World Trade Center on what he believes to be, and in many ways is correct in that assessment, is just another Monday. The book begins in the morning and ends in the evening. The significance of the date left entirely with the reader, according to a news release announcing the book. According to Brower, the book isn't a September 11th book because those are easy to find. Rather, it's a book about an ordinary day and an ordinary man recounting his present and his past, with some aspects of the Jack character based off of Browser's own experience. The bar I set was, if the book were called February 23 and set in Springfield, would it still be worth reading? If not, I wasn't interested in writing it, Brower said in the release. Originally, Brower considered approaching the book from a lens of nonfiction. However, as he wrote, he realized that the story he wanted to tell couldn't be realized that way. The release date? Something of a happy accident. Brower completed a good chunk of the book before realizing his book
would mark the 25th anniversary of the date it seeks to emulate.
Sorry, something was on my tongue. Brower was a report for the Joplin Globe and Missouri Southern State University's student newspaper, The Chart, on September 10th, 2001. In more recent years, he served as the publisher of the Cassville Democrat and the Monet Times from 2013 to 2018. These days, he's the founder and president of ABM Strategies, a consulting and a marketing firm in downtown Springfield, and soon a published author. September 10th will be available through Amazon and select bookstores this September. A book launch will also be held at 11 a.m. on September 10th at One More Page, located at 306 East Commercial Street, sponsored by the Springfield Area Chamber of Commerce. Wait, did I say it right? Commerce? What? Commerce.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is from the Springfield Business Journal. It is Brewing Resilience, Coffee Shops Navigate Ongoing High Costs of Business. The picture at the top of the article is the outside of Keen Bean Coffee Roasters. There is a gray side of the building with a covered outdoor seating area. On the ceiling of the outdoor seating area, there are several fans and there are lights strung up across the area. It looks to be during the daytime, so the lights aren't brightly lit. All of the tables and chairs are empty. There are also planters full of bright green plants surrounding the area. This article is originally by Mike Cullinan, a reporter. With a quarter century of experience in the coffee industry, including 21 years owning and operating a retail venue in Mount Vernon, Daryl and Tracy Bradshaw say the current economic landscape is making the cost of doing business a challenge to maintain and forecast. Those challenges include high inflation and sustained elevated costs for raw beans, known in the industry as green coffee, said Tracy, who owns Keen Bean Coffee Roasters, LLC, with her husband. The company has 2 shops open in Mount Vernon in addition to its roasting operation. The last 5 years have been the most difficult and the most hard to predict, she said, noting the balance of staying profitable while remaining affordable is truly a dance. It is being very smart, watching our costs, and truly watching our portion sizes, she added. We've kind of increased our training to make sure that the staff is doing the exact same thing. Over the course of its history, Keen Bean has roasted its own coffee. Daryl said when they started over 20 years ago, green coffee was 75 cents per pound. Our average cost of green coffee now is between $5 and $5.30 a pound, he said, noting you also have to factor for roast loss, which is the reduction of the mass of beans as they turn into roasted coffee. Then you've got labor, you've got overhead, and a crazy little thing called profit that you try to click in there somewhere to keep the lights on. Michelle Billionis, the owner of the Coffee Ethic LLC in downtown Springfield, said her company sources its green coffee beans from a variety of countries, including Brazil, Guatemala, and Nicaragua. Coffee prices have been very unpredictable this year, she said via email. They have increased by as much as 40% at one point. Daryl estimated Keen Bean's coffee costs have increased 30 to 40% over the past year. Billionis said tariffs initially were the primary reason for the price increases, but extreme weather in major coffee-producing countries has also factored into the rise. Low supply led to increased prices, she said. Generally speaking, I've never seen this drastic of a spike in green coffee prices in the 19 years we've been in business. Consumers have also been feeling the pinch of higher coffee prices at the supermarket. The average price of a pound of roasted ground coffee at U.S. grocery stores hit $9.72 in April, which marked the highest level on record since 1980, when the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics began tracking the price. The price in June, the most recent BLS data, was $9.45. The price has been elevated above $9 since September 2025. The price for 10 ounces of ground coffee begins at $6 at Springfield grocers, such as Walmart and Hy-Vee, as of August 5th. As of June, the current U.S. inflation rate is 3.5%, a 0.4% decrease from May, largely driven by a drop in energy prices, according to BLS data. Both Keen Bean and the Coffee Ethic have increased prices on some of their menu items, with the total varying according to the company's cost of goods. Tracy said they've raised food and drink prices around 7%, a decision she added customers have been largely understanding about. We've got great customers and they get it, she said. They're also seeing prices go up at the grocery store, at the gas pump, and everywhere else also. That's not to say the decision has been an easy one, she said. We're in a small town, and a lot of our customers, they're getting hit the same way we're getting hit, she said. So we carry it ourselves as long as we can. Like Keen Bean, Billionis said that the balance between profitability and affordability for her customers is a delicate one. Menu options range $2.50 to $12.50, according to the company website. We provide several affordable options on the menu, Billionis said. We achieve this by creating unique items using ingredients bought in bulk, which keeps our cost of goods low. While Vintage Paris LLC in Hollister has also experienced high green coffee costs, Matt Farmer said a higher cost of doing business wasn't why he and his wife, Jessica, sold the venture in June to Grayson and Mary Smither. This complexity and needs of the business didn't match the focus, Farmer said he and his wife had to offer to it anymore, noting the couple had a shifting of family priorities that took them away from Vintage Paris more frequently. Still, reflecting on the business he owned for 14 years, the last few years were a challenge to adjust to higher prices. He estimated green coffee prices were up around 100% over the last 2 years prior to the sale of the company. Brazil has at least three frosts year over year, causing supply to be lower, and then the demand has just not stopped, he said. Along with inflation and then tariffs, it's just compounding problems on the coffee commodity side. Farmer said Vintage Paris, which roasts coffee for its own use and also sells to other shops, changed its pricing with wholesale clients last year to a variable model. Clients pay what Vintage Paris pays for the green coffee, along with a markup based on coffee market prices at the time of purchase. We had to change our model because of how fast and volatile the coffee pricing was. Basically, if we set a price, the next month we would be eating our own margin, he said, of pricing before the 2025 decision. Or another month, it would be us charging way more than we want to for our wholesale partners. As for how long coffee prices may remain elevated, Tracy says she's uncertain. She's not even sure that a steady drop will even be a good occurrence for the economy. I've been saying it's unsustainable. Whatever bubble it is has to pop, she said, and I don't know whether that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. When coffee prices go down, we might be in a world of hurt because it's going to be a reflection of other stuff that's going on that's not good. Billioness said she's hopeful customers understand her business always tries to balance high quality, affordability, and sustainability in its decisions. We love our community and are fully aware of the economic hardships our community and beyond are facing, she said. We are also experiencing the economic impact as a business. Diversification has been important for Keen Bean, Tracy said, noting the business sells branded coffee, retail, merchandise, packaged coffee, and food along with its variety of coffee drinks. Still, the challenges persist, she added. It's hard to be in any business, but coffee's a rough one, she said. We're not a necessary purchase, we're an extra.
From the Springfield Business Journal, there's a picture of there's 8 people in a room, all wearing
Protective suits?
and hats, construction hats. Like they're also wearing face shields, and they're all smiling at the camera, and they all seem to be they're in a room where it's empty, but there's a bunch of clustered pieces of debris, as it is a rage room. That's why they're wearing those suits. Unfortunately, Rage Room closes in Springfield. This is by the FBJ staff. It was posted 2 days ago. A Springfield business that lets customers blow off steam is closing. The Rage Room announced on social media that August 11th was its last day. The company is liquidating its inventory, according to Facebook and Instagram posts. The concept allowed customers to smash inventory like plates, computer monitors, vases, coffee makers with baseball bats, golf clubs, and even sledgehammers, Springfield Business Journal previously reported. Efforts to reach the ownership for on-the-record comments were unsuccessfully by deadline. The Rage Room opened in 2018 at 1850 South Glenstone Avenue in the Plaza Shopping Center, according to a past SBJ reporting. Oh, I wanted to go.
For the Springfield News Leader, federal funding bill could delay Missouri ban on hemp beverages. This is by Rebecca Rivas, originally for the Missouri Independent. Hemp-derived THC beverages could stay on Missouri shelves past November 12th, the day the state's ban on intoxicating hemp products takes effect, if Congress gives final approval to a short-term funding bill and the president signs it. In an overnight vote, Saturday, August 8th, the U.S. Senate approved a measure to fund federal agencies until December 11th. It would also delay the federal ban on intoxicating hemp THC products until that date. It now goes back to the U.S. House for final approval before heading to the president's desk. Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe signed a bill this spring to take all intoxicating hemp products off the shelves, starting November 12th, largely aligning the state law with the federal ban Congress approved last year. But the state law carves out one exception. If Congress delays the federal ban, everything except intoxicating beverages is still banned in Missouri as scheduled. The picture beneath is in a supermarket with bright lighting. In the front, there is a black circular sign with a yellow leaf, and on top of that, it says THC in white letters. Behind this sign is a shelf full of cans of THC based beverages with bright, colorful labels. Jay Patel, president of the Missouri Hemp Trade Association, said there was bipartisan support in the U.S. Senate with a vote of 61-31 to keep the delay in funding package, and it's a good sign for the intoxicating hemp industry. There's a lot of support from the White House actually to get some sort of regulation passed that's meaningful, Patel said. Whatever happens on the federal side, it's not going to fully solve our problems in Missouri. The association and a coalition of hemp businesses filed a federal lawsuit last month in an attempt to halt the state hemp ban from going into effect in November. The lawsuit, filed in the U.S. District Court for the Western District, claims the bill state lawmakers passed this spring contains unconstitutionally vague definitions for hemp and marijuana. John Grady, who owns Slap Happy Emporium with his wife Cara in Rosebud, Missouri, said the U.S. Senate's actions show a strong likelihood they'll be able to sell their company's THC seltzers through December. They've already had customers stocking up on their favorite items, such as edibles, that will be banned in Missouri no matter what action the federal government takes. We started off as a beverage producer, Grady said, so for us, that is a good thing, but it also hurts the whole other part of our business. The Gradys are members of various different organizations that are pushing to use the delay to get comprehensive federal regulations for hemp products in place by December 11th.
From the SBJ, from the Springfield Business Journal, how would I explain this?
Would you like to read the title first?
It's a view from intersection of,
I meant the title of the article so they have context.
council considers next step in development of contested East Division property by Karen Crago. A 48-acre site that is the subject of a lawsuit against the city of Springfield was back before city council under a new name at the body's August 10th meeting. Council is being asked to accept the dedication of public streets and
Eastman's
for
Gotts Valley.
a proposed development at 3830 East Division Street. This is the address of the 510 unit development proposed by East Division Development LLC. Gotts Valley is owned by East Division Development LLC, Fairfield Village Property Investors LLC, and Park Palace
Park Place Meridian.
SPE LLC, according to the city staff explanation of the bill. Justin,
Christian.
Assistant Director of Planning and Development, told council their role was
Administrative.
which means that the plat is reviewed against the city's subdivision regulations to ensure that they are met, which means that council's role was to accept the dedication of public streets and easements. Ease?
Yeah, there you have it.
The property is 48 acres, currently undeveloped and zoned for a planned development.
Crichton.
It said the lot pattern ranges from 0.15 acres to 14.4 acres, and all lots meet the required minimum dimensions.
Crichton.
Said the Planning and Zoning Commission's role was to determine where is that? Where'd it go? It was to determine whether the plat met the minimum requirements of Land Development Code statuses.
Mhm.
According to the city's meeting meeting agenda website, P&Z considered Gods Valley as its July 16th meeting. Council's role tonight is just the acceptance of those streets and as easements. Why do I keep wanting to say estimate?
It's okay. Let's keep going.
He said. Subject of lawsuit. In April,
Adjoining.
property owners organized as the Cooper Estates Property Owners Association filed a lawsuit to challenge the then unnamed development and to seek an injunction to halt it. The plaintiffs maintain in the ongoing court case that the development violates state law and the city's land development code, which require the development to conform
To conform.
to the city's forward SGF comprehensive plan. According to a past Springfield Business Journal reporting, the
petition.
states that the forward SGF designates the development site as a residential neighborhood traditional place type, defined in a quote section of the plan as post-war residential neighborhoods that contain
Predominantly.
single-family detached dwellings with uniform setbacks, buildings designs, and parcel sizes. The city's comprehensive plan does not permit large multi-story apartment buildings in the residential traditional place type, the petition stated. It argued that forward SGF would allow limited, low-intensity multifamily uses in such a place type, for example, structures like duplexes and
Triplexes.
the lawsuit is in the discovery phase, with the last filing noted on July 23rd, according to the online case record. Neighborhood comment. Mark Nelson, who lives in the Hickory Valley subdivision east of the development site, said this was his third time speaking publicly about the development, and he again voiced his opposition. I can't help but notice that the Planning and Zoning Commission, the Planning Development Department, and the City Council have not positively considered the voices of concerned Springfield citizens and Greene County residents regarding the proposal, he said. He noted 108 units are planned on 61 lots in the
Preliminary.
plat. The rest of the property, even though it's not discussed in the proposal on the engineer's description and the design, it shows these are for apartments, he said. Nelson said the plan is the same as Planned Development 392, approved by Council in 2025, which proposed a 410 high-density four-story apartments on two large lots that are not fully platted in the document being considered by Council. Ricky
Hayes.
of Olson Incorporated, an engineer representing the development team, offered a correction in his own testimony, saying that the apartments would be limited to 3 stories by zoning code. Nelson raised concerns about traffic surrounding the site, but his chief concern was about the density of the planned development. It appears that Gods Valley will continue to be a rental complex only, he said, but added that the
Stated.
intent of the development was to develop missing middle housing, which typically offers a mix of owned and rented housing items or units. I meant units. Okay, the misleading and inaccurate proposal for this
Preliminary.
plat only indicates 63 lots on 48 acres. And really, we're just kind of looking at the same thing we looked at back in September 2025, he said. He called plans for more than 500 units, high density living,
Density.
or density. Nelson said the workaround is being used. Nelson said the legal walkable.
It's okay. Nelson said the legal workaround being used
In the current council bill is referred to as an administrative action for a subdivision that allows the developer to change a lot sizes later. If you already know that you're going to in the future replat lots 1 and 2 and make that into high density apartment living, but you don't want to talk about it in your proposal, then that's a little misleading, he said. Nelson said the action should require more public notice. At present, he said to replat the property, developers are required to give notice to property owners. Around the perimeter within 185 feet, which is basically nothing to notice themselves, and they can go with this.
which is basically notice to themselves.
What were they? And they can kind of go replat this thing into apartment buildings and nobody knows any different. He concluded by
Reiterating
the grounds from for the lawsuit, which is the development does not conform the city's comprehensive plan.
Hayes.
Said in testimony following Nelson's that the two large would have apartments with the same number as originally proposed. If this plat moves forward and is approved, the next step you would be to complete the engineering and design and start construction on phase 1, he said, noting plans are about to begin construction before the end of the year. Council is slated to vote on whether to accept the easements following a second reading of the bill on August 24th.
Do you want to go ahead and read this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. We are currently broadcasting live from the Blind Community Thrift Store situated at 2713 North Kansas Expressway in Springfield, Missouri. For additional information about our store, please visit our official website at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. To explore more of our video content, including movie reviews with Matt and Meredith, adaptive technology training videos, and other informative material, please visit our YouTube channel by searching for Blind Community Thrift Store. Our organization is dedicated to supporting the blind community through various initiatives, and our online platforms serve as valuable resources for community engagement and education. Next up is from 417 Magazine. It is 7 international food experiences to try in the Ozarks by Tessa Cooper. Underneath that is a spread of Filipino foods from Purple Panda Filipino Food. The food is laid out on leaves across a table, and it features a white bowl full of stir-fried noodles, 3 little sections of white rice, some meats including shrimp and squid and chicken, some crispy brown spring rolls, some vegetables, and some slices of watermelon. The first one is Ariake Sushi and Robata in South Springfield. So, omakase at Ariake Sushi and Robata. Omakase is a Japanese phrase that means I leave it up to you. During this tasting experience, you'll get to watch one of Ariake Sushi and Robata's talented sushi chefs Prepare a series of nigiri, sashimi, and various cooked offerings personally selected for you and presented on beautiful servingware. A manager will also be on standby to walk you through the tasting notes. Ariake offers this experience upon request. Next up is My Big Fat Greek Night at Greek Belly in downtown Springfield. This reoccurring event offers you the chance to enjoy a 4-course family-style meal paired with a belly dancing show. The experience caps off with plate breaking and lots of oppas. It's the kind of night where you'll leave with a full stomach and maybe a new favorite tradition. Feast on a boodle fight at Purple Panda Filipino Food in Ozark. This authentic Filipino communal dining tradition involves a massive spread of delicacies like pork belly, garlic shrimp, grilled okra, and eggplant all laid out on banana leaves. And don't worry, you can wear your nice clothes. Contrary to how the name sounds, this isn't an actual food fight, but it does involve eating the feast with your hands. Boodle fights are available upon request, and you can send the business a direct message on Facebook to schedule one. Attend Drury University's International Food Festival in Midtown Springfield. Once a year in the spring semester, Drury's International Student Association invites its students and the general public to enjoy an evening of delicious international cuisine. The university's international students and their friends team up to cook dishes from their home countries for you to sample. Challenge your appetite at Bowie Korean Barbecue in South Springfield. This all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue puts you in the chef's seat. Choose from proteins like beef bulgogi, pork jowl, or shrimp, and watch it all sizzle as your appetite grows. Be sure to turn your attention to the instructions side of the menu, which will teach you helpful tips on how to enjoy Korean barbecue the traditional way. Go hard with the add-ins at Shabu Hot Pot in South Springfield. Making hot pot is always a memorable experience, but the fact that you get to pick your unlimited add-ins off a conveyor belt here really ups the novelty and fun factor. And bring the hibachi experience home in downtown Springfield. While the hibachi experience has now settled into its new brick and mortar, they still offer in-home hibachi experiences that are sure to impress.
What?
It's your turn to read. Sorry, it's the next one. I flipped around.
From the Springfield Newsletter, Springfield Police will run summer's third crosswalk for enforcement. Will run summer's third crosswalk enforcement by Susan Such.
Yeah,
Such. Maybe.
that's good.
The police department is conducting another crosswalk check this week, according to a news release. This is SPD's third crosswalk enforcement operation this summer. The yield check will take place on August 14th at the intersection of Jefferson Avenue and Bennett Street. It's different from the two previous enforcement operations that happened in July, which only observed pedestrian and driver behavior. During this check, an officer will act as a pedestrian and try to cross legally. They'll try to legally cross the street, while a second officer serves a spotted.
Sir.
Well, it's a spot.
Okay.
During this check, an officer will act as a pedestrian and try to legally cross the street, while a second officer serves as a spotter, and a third officer will conduct traffic stops, according to the news release. Officers will still be looking for both drivers and pedestrian violations. This summer's previous efforts have resulted in 2
Citations.
for drivers, as well as 6 warnings and 9
Citations.
for pedestrians. In 2026, there have been 6 pedestrian deaths, with 3 happening outside of crosswalks. SPD's pedestrian safety enforcement is funded by a hazardous moving violations grant from the Missouri Department of Transportation's Traffic and Highway Safety Division.
Next up is from Springfield News Leader. It by Ahmed Jawadi. It is Cyclospora infections jump 44% in Missouri amid U.S. outbreak. Cyclosporiasis cases in Missouri jumped more than 40% over the last week as infections continue to rise nationwide. The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services reported 1,577 cases of the foodborne illness on Sunday, August 9th, nearly 500 more than the 1,095 cases reported a week prior. Missouri currently has the third highest number of cyclosporiasis cases in the country, according to the latest figures from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The agency says the cases are part of the multi-state outbreak linked to the contaminated Taylor Farms lettuce. The CDC confirmed nearly 14,000 cases nationwide as of August 10th, with an additional 10,455 cases that have yet to be laboratory confirmed or require further investigation. The agency's surveillance lags state reporting by several weeks. There have been 740 hospitalizations and 2 deaths so far. Cyclosporiasis is an intestinal illness caused by a microscopic parasite known as cyclospora, according to the CDC. Infections can spread through the consumption of food or water contaminated by the parasite, although the illness is usually not life-threatening. Symptoms of cyclosporiasis usually begin about 1 week after exposure and may include watery diarrhea, which is most common, loss of appetite, weight loss, cramping, bloating, increased gas, nausea, and fatigue. Anyone with the illness should stay hydrated, keep their electrolyte levels up, and get plenty of rest. Healthcare providers may also prescribe antibiotics. While the outbreak is ongoing, it's recommended to avoid certain produce, such as fresh herbs, greens, and berries, and to practice additional food safety measures. You don't have to swear off all produce, but you may want to follow these tips. Wash your hands with soap and water when handling raw fruits and vegetables. Wash all fruits and vegetables thoroughly under running water before eating, cutting, or cooking. Fruits and vegetables that are labeled pre-washed do not need to be washed again at home. Scrub firm fruits and vegetables, such as melons and cucumbers, with a clean produce brush. Remove any damaged or bruised areas on fruits and vegetables before preparing and eating. Refrigerate cut, peeled, or cooked fruits and vegetables as soon as possible.
Yeah, did I already read this? Nope. From the Springfield News Leader, Ozarks landowners file complaint against Liberty Utilities by Marta Miez. A utility company is planning transmission line projects in the Ozarks, which have included sending notices and threats of
Notices of purchase offers.
and threats of potential use of eminent domain to acquire easements. Local landowners are pushing back and asking the Missouri Public Service Commission to require the utility to take additional steps before it can proceed. Utilities in the region are making investments to strengthen the grid and improve
Reliability.
as required by new
Regulations.
in the Southwest Power Pool. Among those is Library Utilities, which is
Liberty Utilities.
what did I say? Library,
It's okay.
which is building roughly 90 miles of 345 kV transmission line in Missouri. The project includes replacing the current 69 kV transmission line with a 161 kV line along the 26-mile corridor that connects Ozark Dam substation in Taney County to the Ozark South substation in Kristen County. Liberty has dubbed this the Ozark to Branson transmission line. Property owners in Christian and Taney counties have filed a complaint with the PSC claiming Liberty should be required to go through the state's transmission line approval process before bah,
Before proceeding,
with acquiring property. In a news release, Henry
/Muret eminent domain law,
the law firm representing Shadows,
representing the landowners,
what would I say? Shadows? Where am I?
alleges
The law firm representing the landowners alleges Liberty is splitting the larger project into segments as a way to keep it under the threshold that would trigger the requirement for the utility to seek a certificate of convenience and necessity. The certificate process would allow the public and state to explore whether the project was needed, whether this is the right route, and what the cost to ratepayers would be. Our clients are not trying to turn off the lights in Branson, said Bethany
Muret,
a partner at Henry
Muret,
in the release. We have asked the commission to step in before another arc is taken.
acre.
Liberty Utilities did not respond to request for a comment by publication deadline. According to the news release, Liberty has already sent 30-day acquisition notices to almost all the property owners and has
Initiated
but at least amendment domain action in Christian County. In the complaint, landowners are alleged. Hold on, where?
in this complaint, landowners alleged this Ozark Branson transmission line
Transmission line would be built on taller structures with wider clearances, requiring new
and expanded easements across property owners.
Across property owners' lands, which qualifies as new construction, not maintenance of existing infrastructure. It is the construction of an entirely new transmission that will carry a voltage capacity that is 233 of the current capacity and will require
233%
of the current capacity and will require the new real estate agents
will require the acquisition
of the new real estate assets in the form of new or expanded easements. One of
the complaint stated
owners. I just want to know what that word is.
Agricultural and horticultural.
Okay. Owners of
agricultural and horticultural land
have taken for certain certified electric projects are entitled to enhanced compression
compensation
under recent amendments to Missouri's
condemnation laws.
The complaint alleges by avoiding the certain poses
The certification process.
Liberty would derive. Did I forget how to read?
It's okay. We're gonna keep going. Liberty would deprive qualifying owners of these protections.
The commission has ordered Liberty to respond to the complaint within 30 days, and he has
and
Dir-
has
and has directed PSC to investigate a file report.
Next up is from the Springfield Business Journal. It is Real Estate School Launches in Springfield. The picture at the top of the article shows a smiling man wearing a white shirt with the logo of the school on it. He is in front of a white wall that says Live Local, Learn Local, and it has different symbols representing real estate like homes, documents, buildings, and a mortarboard graduation cap. This is by Mike Cullinan. People seeking to pursue a path to a Missouri real estate license have a new option in the Queen City via a locally taught in-person school. Local Real Estate School, LLC, launched July 20th with its first class at 4225 South Charleston Avenue, said Rachel Watson, school administrator and one of the owners of the new venture. Watson, who declined to disclose other members of the ownership group, said the venture is a Missouri Real Estate Commission-approved school that already has had its first 3 students complete their coursework. The school offers 2 options for students, a 48-credit-hour national pre-exam course and a 24-credit-hour state real estate practice course, according to a news release. Both are taught in person by instructor Mike Brown, who brings a combined 33 years of experience in Missouri real estate and education, and also is a past board president of the Greater Springfield Board of Realtors. School officials say the courses cover everything a student needs to sit for the state exam and step into a real estate career anywhere in Missouri. Creating this local opportunity for us was allowing to close that gap for people that want to get into real estate, and that maybe the online option isn't for them, Watson said, declining to disclose startup costs. So they can sit into a classroom, they can ask questions, and they can build relationships along the way. Watson, who is also operating principal at Keller Williams Local, said the school isn't meant to serve as a recruiting tool for her firm or any other real estate agency. Local Real Estate School will give students a better pulse on the industry in the Springfield area, she said, noting students will be provided with local market data. Our goal is that regardless of anybody's intentions to join any other brokerage, that this is a place that they want to come because they know they will be properly educated, she said. Students can complete a full 72-hour licensing requirement, combining the national pre-exam course and the state real estate practice course in a 6-day session priced at $495, according to its website. The state real estate practice course is also offered separately for a 3-day session priced at $200. Watson said online-only options are available for those seeking to pursue a real estate license. As online search turns up examples such as Colibri Real Estate, Perry Real Estate College, and Kaplan Real Estate Education, Watson said she wanted to offer a local, in-person option but doesn't discourage people from seeking their schooling online. I always try to say if you can't get off work, or you can't take time off, or your schedule's very structured and you don't have that flexibility, try online first and then see if that works for you, she said. It's just providing the options. At the end of the day, we want everyone to be able to succeed in having those options available to them. Course enrollment is open at thelocalrealestateschool.com, Watson said. The next courses are scheduled August 24th and August 31st with additional options this year in November. Our hope with the school is that it breaks the barriers of the kind of worry of what it does to entail to get into real estate, she said.
I wasn't asleep. Ah.
Let's read the one that we made open. How about we read the title?
Yeah. Ozark, from the Springfield Newsletter, Ozark Tech opens doors to new student union model for nation. Marta Miez. Ozark's Technical Community College is putting itself on the map. On Wednesday, August 12th, wait, that was yesterday. The school opened the doors to the new Michael L. Parsons Student Union also known as the U, as an asset,
Mhm.
encouraging Ozarks Tech students to engage and connect. The three-story what? The three-story building. Uh, Nearly 100,000 square. Okay, the three-story, nearly 100,000. Right?
Yes.
Square foot building includes event spaces, several patios, the academic resource center, a food court, and a fitness center. The centralized student hub was the final piece of the college's multi-year master plan for the Springfield campus. The building is named after former Governor Mike Parson, who, during his
Tenure.
secured $46 million for the total $48 million project. Additional support came from the Ozarks Tech Foundation. This is the model for the rest of the nation, not just Missouri, but for the rest of the nation, Parson said. Today, I have to get my name on a building for me and my family, but it was always about tomorrow for me. It is our time, mine and our time, to make sure the next generations have the same opportunities that we've all had. The space was created with students in mind and incorporates their feedback. Higdon? Higdon's, who's Higdon?
We'll keep reading and that will find out.
Higdon said,
Easier.
yeah. The food court includes a Starbucks, Hardee's, Little Caesars Express, and a third location for the local craft sushi. According to an Ozarks Tech news release, Eagle Breakfast, a free morning meal available to every student, will be served through Hardee's. Now there's a picture of the building. It shows an empty parking lot on a sunny day, and how would I explain the building?
So the building is elevated on a hill with a staircase and a ramp going up towards it. Half of the building is made of extended windows with pillars separating them, and above that, it is broken up between solar panels and the sign, which says Ozark Tech Community College, Mike L. Parsons Student Union.
On the second floor, students can enjoy lounge.
Yeah, lounges.
Okay, lounges with video game consoles. What? That's sick.
Don't keep reading.
I'm just saying it's cool.
I understand, but we got
Students can enjoy lounges with video game consoles or work out at the fitness center, complete with a track, weight racks, and a
plethora
of other exercise machines. The outdoors are intertwined in the buildings while on campus. Several patios provide study spots with a view of Springfield's downtown, and green space right outside the U includes hammocks,
at Adirondack Cares
with fire pits and yard games. The U creates more opportunities for those connections to happen. Connections for community building while bringing together the resources students need to stay on track and complete their education, said Catherine Moore, Ozarks Tech Board Chair. A conversation over lunch or a study session between classes may seem like an ordinary part of the college experience, but those moments can make the difference between a student feeling like they are navigating college alone or knowing that there are other people that are interested, no, not interested, that are invested in their success, and that success extends far beyond the campus. There's a picture of the inside of the school with, these would be students, right?
So how about former Governor Mike Parsons addresses the crowd that's gathered to celebrate his namesake, the new M.L. Parsons Student Union on the Ozark Technical Community College campus on Wednesday, August 12th. Would you like to describe the scene?
It shows Mike Parson standing in front of a what are those podiums
Mm-hmm.
as he's giving a speech to an entire crowd as he's doing a hand gesture. Yeah. The Academic Resource Center is also home to the Hamra
Hamra,
Family Library, Tutoring Center, Coral
Carol,
Carol Jones Writing Center, and study and meeting rooms. The area also includes a larger meeting room for student organizations and a recording studio. Wow. And a recording studio for students and staff in need of a
multimedia.
space. The Eagle store near the front entry of the U meets student needs for snacks, school supplies, and their Ozark Tech Spirit gear. Right next door, the multi-purpose Cox Health Court, which starting in September will host
Intramural. Okay, thank you.
sports including basketball, volleyball, pickleball, and others, according to the release. The new center is a result of several investments from across the community. Donors include Osborne Family Student Lounge. Should I say by?
From Kevin and Lynn.
From Kevin and Lynn Osborne. Bailey Family Welcome Center. By?
From.
Okay, from, not by, from.
Yeah, these are the donors, so
Okay.
this is what they're donating.
Okay, from Howard Bailey. Center Stone Focus Lounge from Centerstone. Central Bank and Central Trust Stage from Central Bank of the Ozarks. Commerce.
Bank shares.
Foundation Conference Room from
Commerce Bank Shares Foundation.
Cox Health Court from Cox Health. David and Stacy O'Reilly from O'Reilly Auto Parts Plaza. David and Stacy O'Reilly. George T. and
Vesta.
Carr Event Center from George and Ann Carr, Jenny Carr, and GT and Krista Carr, Stevie and Angie Carr.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was one. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Great Southern Bank Patio from Great Southern Bank. Jim and Kathy Moore Cardio Zone from Jim and Kathy Moore. Judy and Mike Breeding Clock Tower from Judy and Mike Breeding. Randy and Cindy McGinnis Student Lounge from Randy and Sydney
McGinnis.
Rick's Automotive Family Lounge from Rick and Karen
Hewlett.
Robert and Susan Bain.
Yep.
Bain Terrence from Robert and Susan Bain. Train, not train as in the vehicle, train with an E. Train Technologies Conference Room from Train Technologies. And Volt Credit Union Club Hub from Volt Credit Union. In addition to the U, the college added 218 parking spaces through the lot through the Lot O expansion on the north side of campus, and lots C and D on the south side of campus, which were closed during construction, will also reopen, with 76 adding nearly 300 parking spots to the Springfield campus.
From the Springfield Daily Citizen, humanitarian trailblazer of public kindergarten among Missouri Public Affairs Hall of Fame 2026 inductees by Jack McGee. Beneath the headline is a picture of two of the inductees. On the left is Ken Rutherford, a man wearing a gray collared shirt. And on the right is Susan Blow, and she is wearing a black neck bow. It is also a black and white photo. The mother of public kindergarten, a political scientist and global humanitarian, and a charitable foundation linked to the J.E. Dunn construction, will join 43 others in the Missouri Public Affairs Hall of Fame at a ceremony next month. Missouri State University on Wednesday, August 12th, announced Susan Blow, Dr. Ken Rutherford, and the Dunn Family Foundation as 226 inductees into the hall. Established by the university in 2013 to honor individuals with Missouri ties for their support of public affairs and engaged citizenship. Each of this year's inductees have made a meaningful impact through years of leadership and service. Through their vision, generosity, and dedication, they've improved lives, strengthened communities, and inspired others to make a difference, MSU President Richard B. Williams said in a press release. They're honored to celebrate their remarkable achievements. Blow, who lived from 1843 to 1916, will receive this year's Legacy Award for her role in the spread of kindergarten programs across the U.S. Less than a decade after Blow opened an experimental public kindergarten in 1873 at Des Perez School in St. Louis, every public school in the city included a kindergarten, according to the release. By 1990, there were more than 1,300 public kindergarten programs across the country, thanks to her advocacy. A decorated humanitarian, political scientist, and landmine survivor, Rutherford is known for his efforts to help people affected by armed conflict, having co-founded the Landmine Survivors Network and helped lead the international campaign to ban landmines, which was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1997. Rutherford previously taught at MSU as a professor of political science before taking the same role at James Madison University. While at MSU, Rutherford helped establish the university as the United Nations Depository Library. Bob Dunn, grandson of J.E. Dunn construction founder John Ernie Dunn Sr., founded the Dunn Family Foundation in 1981. Since then, the private charitable foundation has grown into a multi-million-dollar operation, supporting community needs in the Kansas City area and nonprofits across the country, according to the release. The induction ceremony will take place September 10th, starting at 6 p.m. at the Old Glass Place, located at 521 East St. Louis Street in Springfield. Tickets are available for purchase here, and there is a link below.
Oh, you can start.
I'm not close to the microphone. It's your responsibility.
Oh no, I don't want to be gulping in people's ears, you know. Speaking of water, from the 417 magazine, Cricket Creek Campground on Table Rock Lake. It's Cricket Creek Campground is a hidden gem for swimming, paddling, and boating, whether you go for the day or stay overnight. This is by Sony Hocklander.
Yep.
That's a beautiful photo.
How can you describe it?
Yeah, I was getting there. The photo in question shows a clear view of, well, are you sure that's a beach?
The shore?
Yeah, it shows a rocky shoreline with, the tree branch in view. But amongst that, there's a, it shows a clear shot of the rocky shoreline and the calming water as not a single boat has passed on through the water, you know, like making waves. The water is still.
Yes, you got that.
And the area is between hills of lush green trees, and above shows the sunset as the moon is in view. Looks like a little fingernail in the sky. Crescent moon? Yeah. Um, just south of the Missouri border on Table Rock Lake, Cricket Creek Campground offers a cool way to beat the August heat. 15 miles south of Branson down US 65, excuse me, the small, secluded corpse of engineers property off Arkansas 14, sorry, is a hidden gem. Framed by high forested
Mm-hmm.
bluffs that rise across the water on the scenic Long Creek arm of Table Rock, and it's an easy spot to reach for a day trip or weekend of summer fun. Here's what you can do here. You can go boating. There's nothing like a summer day on the lake. While most Table Rock campgrounds have a boat launch area, only a few, including Cricket Creek, have a full service marina
Mm-hmm.
with a handy store. The marina at Cricket Creek, cricketcreek.com, rents motorized tritoons
Tritoons.
and fishing boats. If you're bringing any kids, you can also rent tubes, wakeboards, and floating mats. And if you have your own if you have your own boat, a handy launch ramp is located nearby. Although the campground closes mid-September, the marina operates through October. You can swim, play, and have a picnic. You don't have to camp overnight to enjoy lake time. Pack your swimsuits, floaties, and a picnic lunch and pay a day fee of $5 per car at a kiosk through September 15th. Then follow the signs to the
Peninsula.
splash and play area downhill from the campground. A wide, protected swimming beach has plenty of room for families to set up chairs and blankets. Nearby picnic tables and a playground will keep your crew entertained. Want to make lake day lunch easier? Order pizza at the marina store, where you can also rent a cooler and buy snacks, drinks, and ice. You can also paddle and cast. If you have your own kayaks or paddle boards, protected waters between the day use area and the marina make a perfect spot to paddle around. Launch from shore near the marina or from a concrete boat ramp next to the swimming area. Like to fish? Try the bank near the marina or swimming beach. Even better, cast for your kayak, or cast from your kayak, not for. Table Rock has all kinds of fish, including crappie?
I'm assuming.
Crappie, is that a type of fish?
Crappie.
Okay.
Crappie.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
You're good. You're good.
I'm sorry. Okay, including crappie, um, catfish, bluegill, bass, and walleye. Crappie. Find live bait at the marina store. Looking for more critters? Cricket Creek is home to local celebrity Crisco.
Mm-hmm.
Crisco the mountain goat.
Mhm.
Oh, who can sometimes be spotted on bluffs to the left about a quarter mile before the marina. Oh, that's cool. They got their own little mascot.
How about we keep reading?
Yeah. Um, you can also stay overnight if you want. Unlike some Table Rock campgrounds with water view sites, Cricket Creek's RV-friendly campsites are tucked within a shady, wooded landscape between the marina and beach areas. To book one of its 37 sites, visit recreation.gov. Camping ends September 15th, and until then, requires a 2-night minimum on weekends. Not a camper? Visit the marina's website for nearby rental suggestions. Should I talk about these photos?
Yeah, we can describe these 3 photos.
Oh, look at that. The water looks like jelly.
So the first photo is taken from the point of the front of a kayak over the water. It is a sunny day.
Second photo, it shows the shoreline that I was talking about in the last photo, as it's from a different angle. And it seems to be rainy that day because no?
It is a sunny day with the trees in the back being a yellow and green from the light, as well as the lake being calm and still.
Okay, because I thought all those little droplets were rain. There's another picture of Swimmers Beach, and it shows a tiny playground that's out of view.
That's all.
Oh yeah, that's it.
From the Springfield Daily Citizen, judge sets trial date for Missouri redistricting referendum, initiative petition amendment. This is originally by the Missouri Independent, written by Rudy Keller. Beneath the headline is a picture of the Cole County Courthouse in Jefferson City. It's a gray castle-like building with an orange ceiling, and the sky above it is gray and cloudy.
It's mysterious.
The fate of two proposed ballot measures, a referendum on Missouri's gerrymandered congressional map, and a constitutional amendment limiting legislative power to alter laws passed by initiative, will go on trial next week, a Cole County judge decided Wednesday. Circuit Judge Daniel Green ordered back-to-back hearings for the two measures Secretary of State Denny Hoskins blocked from a statewide vote. He also allowed the Republican National Committee, the National Republican Congressional Committee, and the Missouri Republican State Committee to intervene in the redistricting case. Both of the cases are moving quickly because new state laws set a September 8 deadline for court orders adding questions to the ballot. Missouri Supreme Court Chief Justice W. Brent Powell sent Green letters about each case, Green noted in court Wednesday morning, asking him to move them quickly to give time for appellate review. In the referendum case, the committee seeking to overturn the congressional map, People Not Politicians, is challenging Hoskins's assertion that redistricting plans are not subject to a statewide vote. People Not Politicians submitted more than 305,000 signatures in December to force the statewide vote, and local election authority reports compiled by the campaign show it has enough signatures to qualify for the ballot. In the lawsuit over the proposed amendment, the committee promoting it, Respect Mo Voters, argues Hoskins is wrong in his assertion that the proposal contains too many subjects. If enacted, it would block lawmakers from altering a law or a constitutional amendment passed by initiative unless 80% of lawmakers agree and the changes are ratified in a statewide vote. No complete report has been compiled for the proposal amendment, but a spot check of local reports on the Secretary of State's website, and then a link is next to it, shows it also has enough signatures to qualify for the ballot. If Green orders a statewide vote, it would be Amendment 6 on the November 3rd ballot. The only drama in the hearing Wednesday was whether Green would grant the Republican committees a right to intervene in the referendum case. Mark Ellinger, a Jefferson City attorney arguing to be allowed to intervene, said Republicans have a direct interest in making sure the gerrymandered map, drawn by lawmakers in 2025, is the one used in the November election. At the insistence of President Donald Trump, the General Assembly muscled the new map through with the goal of taking the 5th District from Democratic U.S. Representative Emanuel Cleaver. The primary election that nominated State Senator Rick Bratton of Harrisonville was conducted in the 15-county district drawn in 2025 that stretches from Kansas City to Jefferson City. That district heavily favored Republicans in past elections, while Cleaver has always been a strong candidate in the districts as they were drawn previously. Ellinger said his clients want the new map to be used. 6 of Missouri's 8 districts were altered as the map was changed. If the old maps are used, it's particularly egregious because you have candidates that will now campaign in different districts, Ellinger said. In some cases, slightly different districts. In some cases, completely different districts. Republicans need to know whether it is worth it to spend money to defend Cleaver and whether it must dedicate money to the Missouri referendum, Ellinger said. It affects strategy and organizational challenges and decisions on whether to deploy resources and in what races to deploy resources, in what ballot measures to be involved in or not to be involved in, Ellinger said. Chuck Hatfield, attorney for People Not Politicians, argued that the questions facing Republicans also face the Democrats, and that it's not enough to qualify to intervene. Hatfield also said he worried Ellinger's interest is in delaying the case so that no decision is rendered by September 8th. One way to do that is to seek a change of judge. I offered to consent to intervention if they would agree not to take a change of judge, Hatfield said. They declined. After the hearing, Ellinger said that he has no plans to seek a change of judge or delay. The trials will be held Tuesday, with the referendum issues argued at 1:30 p.m., and the constitutional amendment case will start at 3 p.m.
I can see. From the 417 magazine, we review.
Gilardi's Ristorante.
This is by Tessa Cooper. There's a picture of a
Would you like to keep describing the photo?
there's a I don't.
Okay. There's a photo of the inside of the restaurant that has 4 tables set up for fine dining. Each seat has a folded napkin, a small bread plate, and a set of silverware, along with 2 wine glasses. Oh, sorry, not 2 wine glasses, a wine glass with each table. The tables are covered in beige tablecloths with leather seats beside them.
Oh, and they have candles too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you got it.
And the tables behind them, there's an abundance selection of beer and alcohol.
Of wine specifically.
Oh, wine. Okay.
Yeah, it's a wine wall. The walls are done with red paint and a mirror, along with 2 pieces of art that seem to be abstracts, as they are mostly shapes and colors.
Oh, and would that be a philodendron above the? That's a plant.
I actually would not know off the top of my head.
Because I hear a philodendron is a type of plant.
I believe you. I would not be able to verify.
I don't know. I just heard it from a movie. In 2013, James Martin was trying to strike out on his own as a
Restaurateur.
He was working at Nicola's
Ristorante.
for Nicola and Monica
Gilardi.
who also owned
Gilardi's. Or Gilardi? Gilardi's? Might be Gilardi. Gilardi's Ristorante.
Martin amassed
Mhm.
years of industry by working at
Gilardi's.
Gilardi. It's like J.
It's okay.
Gilardi's and other restaurants. Okay. Although he had a great
Resume.
a great resume and a business plan, he had been turned down for loans by 17 banks. We were having a cocktail after a shift one night, and Nicola turned to Monica and said, "Why don't we just sell him Gilardi's?" Martin says. That's the short story of how Martin became the owner of Gilardi's. Fast forward to today, he's still leading the business as it celebrates its 25th anniversary. In light of the landmark here, Martin has hosted garden parties and given back to the community with fundraisers over the past few months. Because of the renewed, I know that word.
It's
Enthusiasm. Jinx. For Gilard's, I headed there to enjoy dinner with my husband, Chandelier.
Chandler.
I am so sorry.
It's okay.
My husband Chandler for this review. It had been more than 10 years since we'd been to Gilardi's, and we had forgotten about the romantic interior with its flickering candlelight and gorgeous stained glass. But since it was a lovely day, we
Opted?
Okay, I don't know what it means, but
It's okay. Let's keep reading.
all right. We opted to enjoy our meal on their spruced up patio. To make up for lost time, we came prepared to indulge in cocktails and 4 courses. I ordered the Garden Party Martini. True to its name, this was a floral and herb forward cocktail, and I love that they incorporated herbs and cucumber grown on site in it. Chandler got the
Limoncello.
spritz, which centered around those house-made,
Limoncello.
their house-made lemon, yeah. I tried a sip and it tasted perfectly sweet and tart, like a lemon drop hard candy. For our appetizer, we went with the
Pupetto al vino marinara.
this
Sicilian.
meatball starter would have been amazing on its own thanks to the house-made
Marinara.
marinara. Oh, marinara sauce?
Mhm.
But it was the bed of
Polenta.
that featured Terrell Creek
Mhm.
farm goat cheese that made it so addictive. We completely cleaned the dish. Next up, we prepped our plates, or not plates, pallets, by splitting the
Insalta Caesar.
thanks to the
Balsamic.
drizzle made with local honey, there wasn't a bit of romaine left on our plates. With the exception
With the exception.
of the
Tortellini.
they make all the pasta noodles in-house and infuse them with additional flavors, so you can't really go wrong with any order. I choose the pesto
Limonada.
between the lemon and pesto cream sauce and vegetables like zucchini. This is an ideal pasta for late summer. Chandler got the Pollo di Parmesan. According to his tasting notes, the chicken was juicy and well cooked. The marinara was bright and cut off against the Alfredo nicely, and the noodles were perfectly al dente.
Al dente.
Al dente. That probably means good, right?
How about we look it up after?
Yeah. We wrapped up our meal with the
Tiramisu.
which contained the perfect sweet to bitter ratio,
Mhm.
with the balanced espresso and was topped with a fresh
Sprig.
of lavender. On my walk past the stunning Victorian home and gardens on the grounds, I spotted the bright purple blooms again on the plant. They plucked.
This garnish.
I spotted the bright purple blooms again on the plant they plucked from this garnish from moments earlier. Try it. Gilardi's Restaurante. Okay. Located at 802 at
820
East Walnut Street,
Suite A.
Springfield, and you can call them at 417-862-6400. What would this one be? They're open
Tuesday through Saturday.
5 p.m. to 9 p.m. For starters, the restaurant is this huge Victorian house-looking building. It looks like a house that somebody from the 12th century would live in, but
I don't know if that's an accurate description. How about we stick with more general description?
It looks like a house, but it's in the shape of a restaurant. And
It's okay.
um
It's a 3-story building with with a chimney as well as a patio and a large garden in front of it that has sunflower, lavender, and daisies. It also has the sign Gilardi's 820 with their phone number underneath.
and these are some of the food pictures. One of them is this close-up cuisine of foods such as steak.
This is an overhead shot of all of the food that you described earlier.
Yeah. There's another picture of one of the food items, and it's a close-up of the cake.
The tiramisu
That looks so good.
with the lavender sprig, chocolate decoration on the plate, and a cut up strawberry in the flower.
Ooh, and it's dipped in chocolate.
Tiramisu is my favorite dessert.
Great, now I'm getting hungry.
This is from the Springfield Business Journal. It is by SBJ staff. The headline is General Rental Center Employee Accused of Stealing Funds. A former bookkeeper of General Rental Center on South Campbell Avenue has been accused in court of stealing tens of thousands of dollars from the business. The state of Missouri on August 6th charged Tracy Dawn Dean with a 10-count felony complaint. The case is being prosecuted through the Greene County Circuit Court. A number listed online for Dean was not operational when called this morning. A Missouri online court record system did not list a defense attorney representing Dean in the case. Springfield Business Journal is also seeking comment from General Rental Center's owner. A probable cause statement included in the court filings indicate Dean allegedly stole roughly $44,091 from General Rental Center over a period stretching from December 2022 to September 2024. The owner of the business, Derek Hemphill, reportedly provided law enforcement with copies of 43 checks that contained forged signatures purported to be in his name. Hemphill advised that general rental employees are paid exclusively by direct deposit and that no paper payroll checks are ever issued, the probable cause statement reads. According to a subpoena to the U.S. Bank, a majority of the checks were allegedly cashed at Walmart and deposited into U.S. Bank. They were also allegedly put into a Chime account. The probable cause statement indicates Dean voluntarily appeared at Springfield Police Department headquarters on July 25th, 2025, and waived her Miranda rights. She reportedly called Hemphill's account baloney and said she hated him with a passion. According to the prosecutor's felony complaint document, Dawn was charged with 1 count of Class C felony stealing and 9 counts of Class D felony forgery. Missouri law provides for those convicted of Class C felonies to serve a 3 to 10-year term in prison, while those convicted of Class D felonies would serve no more than 7 years in prison. A fine of no more than $10,000 may also be imposed as punishment. Missouri online court records show that an initial appearance hearing in the case is set for September 28th at the Greene County Courthouse.
Yeah. From the 417 magazine, here are things to do this week in Springfield. This is by Terrence Shore McKee. There's a picture of fireworks lighting up a field after the Cardinals game at the Route 66 Stadium on August 14th.
Do you want to start reading?
That is a clear view of the fireworks. While August has been brutally hot, cooler hiking and camping weather and Labor Day weekend are just a few weeks away. In the meantime, there's plenty of summer fun to be had around. 417 Land, free outdoor concerts, a movie,
Matinee.
the Summer Sizzler,
5K, 10K, 15K.
ooh, a paranormal circus. I might actually want to do that one.
Cardinals face on field fireworks.
And Biz 14 not 14, 417's annual Ladies Who Launch. August is also National Sandwich Month and National Dog Month. So here are two fun excuses to celebrate accordingly. Springfield has some incredible sandwich shops, and Fast Night Pool is hosting a dog swim next Monday. Whether you're looking ahead to fall or savoring these long, late summer days, there's plenty on the calendar to keep you busy.
Thursday, August 13th, Concert in the Wild, Mark Chapman, Dickerson Park Zoo. $10 for adults, $5 for 3 to 17-year-olds, free for under 3. Discounts for zoo members. 6 to 7:30 p.m.
You can bring a blanket or lawn chair for this outdoor concert at the zoo. Springfield local singer, songwriter Mark Chapman has a striped down acoustic style ideal for relaxing summer evenings. Guests in the zoo prior to 5 p.m. and are invited to stay for the concert free of charge.
Ladies Who Launch, Branson Convention Center, $276 to $513. Join some of the most impactful women in 417 land for 2 days jam-packed with learning, connection, and personal and professional development. Expect to walk away with leadership tools, honest insight, actionable steps, and lots of new friends. Preacher Lawson, Springfield Community Club, $31 to $42, 7 p.m. Thursday, 7 and 9:45 p.m. Friday, and 6 and 8:45 p.m. Saturday. You probably recognize him from social media or YouTube, but Preacher Lawson's comedic chops run far deeper than that. He's been a finalist on America's Got Talent and makes frequent TV appearances, including on HBO's A Black Lady Sketch Show and NBC's Connecting. Would you like to read the outro?
Yeah. Thank you for listening to the Blind Community Thrift Store Radio Reading Service. Tune in every week, Monday through Friday, on the Blind Community Thrift Store's YouTube channel at 10 a.m. for more up-to-date news from the Springfield News Leader, Springfield Daily Citizen, Springfield Business Journal, and 417 Magazine. Listen after we are live on the Audio Reader Network at www.radar.ku.edu. Excuse me. All broadcasts are played over KSMU's subcarrier airwaves at 67 kilohertz on 91.1 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Contact Audio Reader Network for information on receiving of pre-programmed radio. I'm Madison.
I'm Maggie.